both her luminous love and caring, his wrath and cruelty. Yet the Father, devouring all flame and glare, never graced the sky.
What disaster supplies should you buy?
Don't know the escape route?
Don't panic!
The answer's here. Bang knows!
Huh?
Bang knows! Bang who knows?
When I was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me. The only thing I couldn't give up, even in the face of the world's end, was the sunset on that beach. Watching the sun gently slide into the water's embrace, or fireworks dancing on the canvas of the night sky. Even if tomorrow weren't better, it wouldn't be worse, I thought. When you're reading this letter, I imagine much has changed. Whether it's yourself or the world.
Alrighty, guys. Good evening. Welcome in. Still a little sick, so my voice might sound weird, but how's everyone doing today? Dragon, congrats first. Enjoy the points. Witchy, welcome in. Can we get a shout out for Witchy? How's my... No, it was fine. It was good. You're still very early on. I'm restraining myself from answering too many of your questions that will give away a lot of the game. Let's see. Kaizen, welcome in. Oh, yeah, Kaizen got Yuzaha today, guys, after 2 10 pulls, if I understood correctly. Base, welcome in. Playing Genshin right now. Okay, no worries. Thank you for the work. I know I probably sound awful, but we'll do what we can. We're gonna start out with some Zenla Zone 0, guys, and then we'll probably move on to some Pokemon TCG Pocket pulls after that. We are expecting a FEH trailer for the Spring Heroes banner in about an hour 40. And then I don't know if we'll have time for Genshin today. Again, we were going to try to see if we can squeeze it in. Otherwise, most likely we're doing it tomorrow, and we go from there. But how's everyone doing today? Alright. Kaizen's leaving for the hotel tonight. That should be fun. Kaizen's going to a con. Gonna get to see some cool things. Some cool people. You said it's a decent hotel, right? So that should be nice. Hopefully good internet. Also, be sober. Alright. New phase. Let me claim everything. Let's see. I'm starting my 10th Pokemon Crystal Clear Nuzlocke run. Oh, nice. I've never done a Nuzlocke. I'm familiar with what they are, but I've never done a Nuzlocke. It's legal here, so it's fine. What do you mean? Is it not in Hawaii? Wait. Oh, start on. Okay, I was like, what? It's legal in Washington. Hawaii is one of the states that. Oh, interesting. That is not a bingo. That makes it doesn't stop people. Never has. All right, we have polls for Aria. We have, so between Aria and Nangongyu, assuming we go to like max pity, like hard pity, we can afford to only lose on one of those two. So ideally we have to win at least one, ideally both, but yeah. But again, that's assuming max pity or hard pity. So it's a nice way to deal with stress, though. It was only me once before. But that was not really because of stress. It was just because, like, hey, I don't have to drive home tonight. A lot of pulls left. I have like 9 pity now and 138 tapes. Let's go. So yeah, so it was used on the first pull on that second temple, because I know when they give the summary screen, they always put the 5 stars at the front. So I was like, so how much, like, how far in did you get her? So it sounds like she was on the first pull on that next temple. But okay, let me see how many pulls I have. Yeah, she's at 31. Okay, nice. 0 standard. If 5 plus 31, that's 36. 59. $138. All right, guys. We have 138 polls. So we should be able to get Aria. Less worried about Snake Lady. Yeah, and she's not going to be until phase 2, yes? I don't think I marked that on my... Let's see, Sistia's on April 15th-ish. Let me just write that in. Phase 2. Yeah, you should be able to get about... Actually, when does phase 2 end? Let's see. That's the more important date, right? 29th of April. Between now and then, you should be able to get about 140 more pulls. So yeah, you're fine. Canary almost hit Soft Pity twice. Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to guarantee them. All right, chat. Shall we pull or should we wait for everyone to trickle in here? I know we just started stream. Let's see if we can level up Suna more.
Wait. Let me grab my field mic before we bounce.
Oh, come on. I will admit, though, Aria is cute, but I have priorities. No, that's fair. That's fair. I wasn't planning on pulling for any of these three, but then we were like, hey, let's YOLO for Suna, and then we got her, and like, oh, shoot. Now we might as well try for the bonus. So we have the pulls. Snake Lady, Dylan rerun. So Sissia, Dylan, and the character Destiny said is probably coming. How's it like your VTuber characters before you don't get the hype around VTubers? Yeah, but then I play the story and they're cool characters. Yeah, I don't get the hype around VTubers like just in general, but I play the characters in the game. Like when you play through the story, they're good. Playing Genshin in school? Don't play it in the middle of class though. The story eventually. How far are you again on this one? How far are you on the 3 games again? Just so I can try and keep track in my mind. Like Genshin Star LZZ. Is during lunch? Okay, that's fine. Free time in class. See, for me, that was the original DS. Or we used to play games. We would download games, like kind of just like homemade versions of games on our TI-83 or 84 calculators. I remember downloading like a TI-83 version that like a fan made of like Link's Awakening. It was no good because the D-pad was on the right side of the calculator. Lucia Idhari update in ZZZ. Which one was that? No, that was so that was 2.3. Okay. Pseudo caught up in HSR. Genshin not quite Act 3. Okay, we need you to catch up in Genshin. Bum, bum, bum. And guys, we are expecting drip marketing for Genshin tomorrow, but it could show up anytime, really. But yeah, it should be tomorrow. Honestly, I'm probably gonna stop playing ZZ. My computer currently is currently dead. Ooh, like dead. I don't have enough space on my phone for ZZZ and Genshin. I'm kind of overwhelmed playing both. Now I have a break from it and kind of making peace with that thought. So I said before, like if I were to drop one of the 3 games, it would be ZZ because it's newer and I hadn't. Obviously, because it's newer, I wasn't as invested in it as I was the other 2. Which I guess I'm still not as invested in it as I am the other 2. But that being said, now the pendulum's starting to swing in the not necessarily in the direction of, but like it's kind of moving towards HSR. But we'll see. We'll see. It's just like your lowest priority game, but we can't talk about stuff. I'll try to catch up. I'm gonna prioritize Wuwa because I like Wuwa more. Yeah, but then we can't talk about stuff. I have to tiptoe around things. These are my favorite of the 3. I don't know. I just feel like they haven't really like. You guys remember when I tried HSR, and then we were doing that the fight at the end of Bellabog. And I was like, okay, now I'm convinced this is great. That was like, for me, that was like peak. Which we've had similar moments, but like not consistently. Like usually it's like just legit just the final battles like that. That's it. Alright, we don't have any more battery here. Also, I just learned today Yuza has support. Yeah. Thought she was an anomaly like Vivian and Alice. Are you coming to the concert? No, I got work. Alright. The final callback. Aria. What's this? Oh, it's just yeah, that's not. Should we go see a movie? Let's all go to the movies. Alright, and we'll do a bunch of these things later today if we have time. Zero support 5-star W engines. Uh-oh. I'm sure you can make something work. I'm sure I just make something work. Alright. Shall we pull? Wrong button. Get the new icon to go away. Come on. Oh, whatever. Just slapped on Kaboom the cannon. What do I have in mind?
Where are we going? There's no class today.
Kaboom! I should probably level that up. Don't have enough. Okay, we'll level it up later. Everyone, you be there? Yeah, I got stuff. Found out. I just found both the shiny Bunnelby and shiny Buniri right next to each other. Did you take a picture or a screenshot or whatever?
Where are we going? There's
Probably
no
check the
class
weapon
today.
levels of everyone. Because now that I think about it, I'm not really
Tell me if
focused
anything's
on
wrong,
that,
okay?
huh? See, hers is level. I need to level these up, guys. What the heck? Okay, we're gonna have to work on that. Don't tell Destiny. Wondering how user has hearing aids are waterproof though. They can make waterproof hearing aids and like stuff. All right, let's pull. I did, but I only thought to after I had knocked the Bunnelby out. No. Was it in a direct battle, or was it just like one of those things like on the screen with like because you can send your Pokemon after a bunch of ones on the field without going into an actual like one-on-one battle. Did you guys know if you hold down the capture button, you can take video of the past 30 seconds on is it 13? Is it 30 or is it 15 on Switch? On Switch 2. All right, so we got Suna in 23 last time, I think. Looks like we have 7 pity. Are we expecting anything? Hold on, let me see here. Today's March 4th. It's Marching Band Day, National Marching Band Day, even though it's in the spring. But it's just because it's called March 4th. Okay, so yeah, drip marketing for Genshin tomorrow, probably. We already have the new banners for Starville and ZZZ, and yeah, that's it this week. Next week, we are expecting special programs for... Wait, that can't be right. That can't be right. It's because the calendar's messed up again. At least for the time being. So ZZZ is probably getting a special program next week. And then Starrel the week after. They should have done it. They should have flipped it. Because Starrel is getting like a super short 4.1. It's literally 4 weeks. 2 and 2. Because now we're getting a special program then most likely on March 20th for Starrel. But then we're going to get another one for Starrel on April 10th. Let's see. You think it's 30? Yeah, so yeah, 30 seconds if you that'd be very handy. Pokemon's blocking the Buniri. No. Oh no. A relative who has to take theirs out, go to the pool. So I didn't think they made waterproof ones. They do, but they're relatively newer. Because I figured if they did, they'd use them. A lot of people, once they have them, like they just never change them. Wait, 4 weeks? The hell? Yeah. So because remember how they extended 3.8 because of like all the stuff they had to change. They said that they even though 4.0 is regular length, they said they wanted to start 4.2 on time. So when they announced like the start dates and everything, it was clear that yes, 4.0 is still going to be 6 weeks, but then 4.1 is 4 weeks, and then eventually 4.2 would have started when they were going to start it. Did save as soon as I heard the shiny sound. Should I risk going back for the screenshots? Let's see. Wait, it all saves when you catch to that one. Yeah, that's true. That makes things complicated. Why? There's only one new character in 4.1. Or at least we've only got drip marketed one. Or are you talking about 4.2? We don't have anything on 4.2 yet. But yeah, because it's compressed, yeah, they should have. Well, I guess they could do. Okay, so we're getting a special program of some kind next Friday, and in most likelihood it's ZZZ, because when ZZZs and Star Rails lined up before. Oh wait, no, they didn't line up before, did they? No, yeah, prior to 2.6 in ZZZ and 4.0 in Star Rail, that's what it was. Because 2.5 in ZZZ was shorter. It was 5 weeks. It was Yishin Guang for 3 weeks, and then Alice and Astra for 2 weeks. Because that was shorter, they waited. Normally, it's 2 Fridays before the patch that we get the special program. In ZZZ, because it was shorter, they waited They waited as long as they could, so that it was the Friday literally before the patch. But the problem was that's being like one that was already really pushing it very late, and second, that was supposed to be the week that Star Rail was supposed to have theirs 2 Fridays before, but because ZZZ was having theirs, then they had to push Star Rail's so that it was the Friday before. So that was part of the problem. And now, assuming they go back to 2 Fridays before, both of them should have a special program next week, which they're not gonna do. Now, if they follow the pattern of before, where ZZZ took the lead first and then Star Rail, then presumably next week should be ZZZ 2 Fridays before the patch, and then the following week will be Star Rail the Friday before the patch. But in reality, that might not necessarily be the case. Because again, in my opinion, the fact that both patches will drop on the same week, I think Star Rail should get priority, because otherwise they'll have another special program literally 2 weeks right after, which is the dumbest thing. So yeah, hopefully next week is Star Rails, and then they'll just save ZZZ for the week after that. But we'll see. I don't know. Because 2.7, if you think about it, even though it's a full patch, with the new characters they drip market are Nagangyo and Sissia, which I guess I would assume that's going to focus more on Sissia than anything, because like Nagangyo is kind of like featured with like 2.6, so it's really more of an extension of 2.6. So I don't know. Who knows what the plans are. Kaizen says, I guess I stopped pulling for Saridra now, so I have time to save for 4.2 because I need both characters in 4.2. Yeah, if you type in exclamation Hoyocal Kaizen, and you can see what the current schedule is and what the dates are. Remember, the dates on the left are the Tuesday of that week. Now, Star Rail typically starts their patches on Wednesdays. However, this week was, or this patch was the odd one, or this phase was the odd one, because Sparksy dropped on a Tuesday, whereas ZZZ dropped on the Wednesday for Aria. I mean, Nagangyo is basically like lighter. They're releasing after their part in the main story was over. Yeah. Now, granted, it's because there's a trio of them, right? But yeah. So I don't know what they're planning on doing with story in 2.7. So, but Kaizen, you can check this. It has the calendar dates. So yeah, 4.2 should drop April 22nd, most likely. And after that, they should be back on a schedule where Genshin Star Rail and ZZZ do not drop a new phase in the same week. So literally each week is a different game. Thank goodness. But okay, shall we pull? We have 138, and we have 7 pity. Let me pull up my table here. All right, 3/4/26. All right, guys, should we do a prediction? Yes. You want it at 77? You always say that. Oh yeah, I probably should figure out like the current average for each of the games. So here, I'll put in the let's make it a 2 minute because I don't think there's many people here anyway. We keep in mind we have 7 pity and we still have a 50-50. So let's start our prediction. All right, cast your votes. Hope it's early because 77 is statistically the most likely. Predictions open. Cast your votes. Cast your votes. Wager your channel points. I really wish I had a voice right now. Like, it doesn't hurt, but whatever. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. I'm gonna drink some water, guys. All right, predictions are almost done. Kind of like how 7 is most likely to roll instead of 2 dice. Yeah, but like it's not like there's a lot of options when you're rolling 2 dice, 2 die. But like 77 is a very specific answer when there's a lot of possibilities. Will, welcome in. How you doing today? Should let someone say 180 plus just in case they want to throw away a specific amount of points. A lot of people have like a channel point redemption where it's just like, hey, I want to waste 3,000 points just to show off. Because I can. How's it going, Will? But just 7. Yeah. Alright, here we go, guys. We're pulling. We have 7 pity. Let's see what we get. We're going for our... We hope we win. Because then that essentially guarantees Nungong Yu. Alright, here we go. Wait. Oh, yeah. Alright, here we go. Come on, Aria. Let's get some Lilith emotes in the chat, please. Alright. But Will, how you doing today? Here we go. We're pulling. Oh, I was kind of hoping. Got a 4-star right at the beginning here. And Weeb's here. Welcome in. You're just in time. We just started polls.
The word lose doesn't exist in my dictionary. There's
Anton.
only haven't won yet.
Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, bum. So now we're at 17 biddy. So if we have that Suna luck, we'd get her right here. 11 polls for a day, just like me. We'll see. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're hoping. Be just like Suna. Come on. Right here. Right here. No. I would feel a rumble in the controller before this screen comes up. If it's the 5-star. Did you guys know that they added Rumble to the game? I don't know if you guys knew that. All right, 3 4-stars. That's good.
I, Anton, proudly hold the title of second best driller in the company.
Another one.
The word lose doesn't exist in my dictionary. There's only having
No,
one
dragon. I'm gonna go through all these to find out who the other 4-star is. It's probably Anton again. But hey, the 4 pulls back already.
You need a lift? Then buckle up, buddy.
By the way, if there are any students in the chat or people just that want a very low-cost computer, they announced the MacBook Neo, which is like a Chromebook priced Mac, and it runs on the A18 Pro, which is the chip that's on in the iPhones. That's how powerful the iPhone chips are now. They're powering MacBooks. $499. She's really cool. This is AHR is a win-win for me. Either I get Ike as a freebie or Byleth, but so does everybody else. Yep, 4 pulls back, guys. All right, so now we're 27. Still going. Ike is more of a pain to go against, so hopefully Byleth wins. Here we go. Come on, Aria. No rumble. Let's work the unit that loses. Four, 5. Symbloop is here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, voting gauntlet. Symbloop is not just any voting gauntlet. This is a Hero Rises, which means everyone gets a free copy of the winning character. So this is a big deal. Byleth is sort of F from 2.0, but if he wins, he'll be F from 2.0. You just said that. All right. 37. But we got 5 pulls back. All right, here we go. Symbloop is here, so they're going to give us the good luck. And then that means that they have to start Genshin. Here we go. What? What are you talking about? Hold on. We have to go recycle engines here. Have I locked at least one of each of the 3 stars? I don't remember. It looks like I have. AHR is always awful. The best way not to get mad is just to not care. Not interested about that anyway. You saw that Moika Capitano battle. Come on. Gotta destroy blue. Gotta destroy. So blue engines. What? Let's see here. Is that not that one? Apparently not. Blue engines, I call them blue. I don't know how to read that. Wait, how the heck you got shinies already? Baja Blazed. Post game content. Playing a lot. It's a lot of this one. I want to make sure I have at least quick look at engines. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know which ones I locked and which ones I haven't. So, 200 shinies in ZA the first month. I mean, I wasn't focusing on shinies. I don't have a lot. I have like maybe like 5. All right, now let's pull. Okay, we're at 37. This is gonna be up to 47. Here we go. Again at the end? Come on. Blue engines anyways. Most of my playthrough is shiny hunting. In Violet, I don't get shiny charm until you get 400 Pokedex out of it. Wait till you play Pokemon Legends ZA Symblupa and find out how you get the shiny charm in that one. Because like in Violets, you can have you can have people help you get to the point where you get the shiny charm. Can't do that in ZA.
Head of Bellabog Industries construction team at your service.
Ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-dum. 47. This is not the luck we were wanting. All right. This next 10 pull will take us up to 57. Up to 57. Here we go. Again at the end. Why? It's probably Anton anyway. Don't even have Scarlet to develop. That's what friends are for, Symblupa. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ambi at the Cunning Harris. In position.
Ba-ba-dum-bum. 57. So he just wants you to notice him. What's up? So it's 600 by the time I finish the game, so I spent hours grinding that. I get it when I get it, if I ever get it. All right. This one takes us up to 67. We're nearing soft pity. Here we go. Wish me luck, guys. Little Themo's in the chat. Come on, Aria. I'm waiting for the controller to rumble, but it didn't happen. 67.
Anton, head of Bellabog Industries construction team, at your service.
All right. Remember, and Tim Lupa, I don't know if you saw, we're getting Bunny Dorothea in about an hour. All right, here we go. This next 10 pull is going to take us into soft pity. Kaizen thinks it's going to be the last one on here, which will be number 67. Or sorry, 77. Here we go. Bunny Dorothea and Bunny South. Kaizen was also thinking it looked like South. All right, here we go. Here we go. Boom. No? Oh my god. No control rumble. Nothing. We have been getting a lot of 4 stars though. Like more than just 1 per. So that's good. We've been getting pulls back. 77. Kaizen undervoted. I mean, who else has the hairstyle? The banana cut. Billy? Besides Anton, who's the other rate up? Because I can't tell. We've gotten a 1 Billy, 1 Piper, 1 Anby.
One day, I'll be the best public security
1
officer there
Seth.
is.
Do singles now? I could do singles, yeah. Yeah, because at this point, even though like if we were to get a double, for example, like and maybe lose on the second one, so we know going into the next banner, like, hey, we have a guarantee on Nagongyu. At the same time, it could be a double win, and if we're gonna get 2 5-stars within the next 10 pulls, I'd rather it just be Nagongyu. Think of the double. I mean, you have 50-50, so a double would be good here. Yeah, but if the second one's a win, we would just rather it be Nagongyu. If you lose the first S rank, the second would be I mean, I guess. I guess that, yeah, that is true. Let me think about it. Because we are at 77 pity. Shiny Shuppet, make that 35. Your low on pulls. What if you decide you want an engine? Oh, I'm not going to want an engine. I'm not low on pulls. How much do I have, actually? I have about 80 polls. So yeah, we're fine on polls. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, generally speaking, I don't go for engines unless they're like a Void Hunter. So, all right, chat. We'll do the 10 poll. Let's see what we get. Here we go. Wish me luck. Lilith emotes. Here we go. Ideally, if we were to get a double, it would be a win on Aria and then a loss. Void Hunters will be soon. But not until like what? 3.0, right? Ish. We got time. In a few months. Yeah, we have plenty of time. By the start of 3.0, which is June 17th. What am I looking at here? About 300 polls. 300, like 30. All right, here we go. We're at 77. This should be it. If it's not, this is the highest it'll have taken. There we go. There we go. The controller was rumbling. Oh, they're first. Look at that. So now we just have 9 pity for Nangongyu. If this is a win. Or we just go right into... Alright, let's see who we got at 78. Oh, Sparkle's here. We just got an S rank. We don't know yet if it's a win or not. You're just in time. So you would have gotten them a single and made calculating pity easier. No, it's all done on a spreadsheet, so I don't have to calculate it myself. All right. So we have an S rank and then 9 pity for whoever's next. What do you guys think? Let's see. Check Hoyverse. Oh, I saw your polls. Congrats on your... Oh, wait, did you poll again? Oh, you got the Sparksy engine? Or Lycone, I should say. How many polls did it take you? Was it the same luck you had yesterday? Alright, guys, here we go. Get ready to see who it is. Please, 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 please. It is... Let's go. We got Aria on a win. Oh, that's a better shot there. And then... All right. We got the win. Wait, you, Sparkle, you got them into 1? Jesus. Congrats. Now here's your next target, Nangongyu. Nangongyu. So we're pulling again on March 25th, it looks like. Get all 3 for the background. Yeah, we are basically guaranteed to get them now because we have the polls, or we will. Let's do an inventory of how much we have. Wait, Sparkle, 1 single poll? Get all 3 so I can get none. Alright. We're good. We got 2 A ranks as well. So we got another Anton and another Seth. Who was the rank? Was it Seth? He's the only one I gotten 2 of there. It was Seth. Because we got Piper, we got Anby, and then we got, who's the other one? Billy. I was like, what? Who's the other rate up? Clearly one's Anton. You're not joking. Well, congrats then. That saves you a lot of... oh, wait, okay. Were you planning on going for Sparksy's light cone anyway? It is 1 hole. Yeah, it's basically a free light cone Sparksy. For Sparkle of Sparksy. When Anton is rate up, there is no other rate up. It's always just him. That's funny. All right. Let's do an inventory. Oh, what's this? Angel's Invitation. Oh, hey, cool. What's this? What is this? Sweet Daydream theme. Okay, cool. It's your new phone. Bum, 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 bum. All right. So let's do inventory. It's 31 in the monochromes or whatever. Plus. Oh yeah, we should probably level her up and get the standard pulls out of that. Let's do that first. Hey there, Delulu. Oh, that's convenient. They put them like right at the top, even if they're not leveled up yet. Even though Sin is at the bottom. Oh, we have no level up material. Well, we have these ones, I guess. It's cool how they incorporated merch rewards for the VTubers. Very fitting. Did she just say, "Hey there, Delulu"? Yes. Well, that's their thing. That's their fandom. All right. We have 2 standard poles to use right now. To be fair, I know very little about them. That's fair. That's fair. All right, we have 30. Let's do 2 standards and see if we get any 4 stars out of that. Just so we can inventory our pulls. It would be really nice if I had a voice. If I talk very low, it's fine. It's not, actually, it's not fine. It still sounds awful. Here we go. A rank, let's go.
You need a lift? Then
Another
buckle
Piper.
up, buddy.
Do kind of sound like you just smoked. it's yeah, I have no voice. All right, so we have 32 pity, and now an extra pullback. So let's check that again. So 31 plus, so 67 plus 4, so 71. So tomorrow we should have 72. There we go. Oops. Let me adjust the trend line here. So at the start of Nagongyu's banner, we'll have 121, which should be enough to get them, but we'll see. Congrats on the Yuza Kai. Yeah, Kaizen got Yuza within 2 10 pulls. 71 plus 9 pity, so 80 total. Oh, that's true, yeah. But yeah, we'll have 121 at the start of 2.7 plus the 9, yeah. And then by the end of their banner, we should have 176 plus the pity, so we should be fine. Can you get 70 before Nagongyu? Yeah, yeah. If I really grind out, we can get even more. Bum, bum. But yeah, we should be able to get them day 1. New Stygian today? Oh, nice. Okay. Well, we'll do Genshin tomorrow, most likely. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of events we have to do to get some stuff. Well, they should just let me claim Yuzuha's because I already have her. Come on. Expect to want all 3 angles when you saw the designs, or just story. It was okay. So I was indifferent about them when they were revealed, but again, admittedly, I'd said Hold on. Oh, with none of the ages.
Take it easy.
I was indifferent, but I was admitting that I said like ZZZ does a really good job of making me care about all the characters. So, but that being said, that doesn't mean I'm gonna necessarily pull for them, right? It just means I'm gonna like the character. And then I still wasn't gonna pull, but then we were having a really lucky day and like all our other stuff. So we were like, all right, screw it, let's do a YOLO pull for Suna, and we got her in like 23, and I'm like, well, dang. Might as well go for the other. Or might as well try for the other 3. Or for the other part of the 3, so the other 2. But no, the story did a really good job of making me care about all the characters. Every time she says "don't get scared," does anyone else like flash back to like Home Alone where he's or Kevin's like, "This is it, don't get scared now."
Notice me.
This is honestly his hit or miss for likability. Really, I love Orphe. I hate Seed, but you said you hated them less, right? Once you got through the story, I hated Itari and dislike Yuzuha. No wait, I like Itari and dislike Yuzuha. I like Xinguang and despise Zhao. What's this absurd luck I'm having? You should be buying the lottery ticket. I still dislike Seed the same. Really? I thought the story did a great job of like, because again, I was maybe more so than indifferent. I was like on the maybe slight like, don't really care for this character based on the design. But the story, like the game, did a really good job of making me be like, okay. I feel for the character. Story was like 99% Orphe. Oh no, yeah. Okay, so you're talking about the main story. Seed's story is really in her agent story. Have they 5 lines down? Yeah. No, it's her agent story. If I'm remembering right now, is that a dent in my iPad? Oh, that is not. I was like, what is that? It's just a piece of plastic. It was on the bezel there. 4th hit a basic attack. Press special. What? I'm confused. Hold on. I know, I'm trying. No? Okay. Do Agent Stories optimistic because I'm already behind. Yeah, no, hers is legitimately good. Like if you want to give her a fair shot at least and then say you dislike her, you gotta do her agent story. But admittedly, if you're behind, it might take a while. Okay, hold on, I'm having trouble here. So no? I'm so confused right now. With the 4th hit of Aria's basic attack. 4th hit? You said 3rd hit. Oh wait, no. Phantom power is generated. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see. I don't know how to get this thing here. Just like her on the feet thing alone, like take a lot for me to get. Yeah, but again, if you really want to be like, be able to say like, I gave it a shot, I gave it a fair shot, you gotta play her agent story. Maybe like Zhao. Again, Zhao's one of those where again I was fairly indifferent on. I mean, I got a kick out of their like running animation where they like stop and like fall over. Aside from that, I was fairly indifferent on them. But again, story made me come around. All right. Am I pressing the wrong button? Hold on, what am I doing here? At screen time, I ended up hating them more and more. But you're not caught up in story. I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I've interacted with her in like 4 events, every time is worse. Yes, but you haven't played the main story. Okay, I don't know what they want me to do here. Any Aria experts already? Single-handedly cure can't. No comment. Wait, I wanted to see that. Hold on. Oh, wait. I'm so confused on this.
Let's create the most beautiful stage. Keep up with the beat. Jump on the dance floor. How's this for an entrance?
I'm thinking about, by the way, but it's not zero opinion whatsoever. So I think just looks super boring, but maybe, yeah, again, hold your judgment until after you played their story. Oh, did we get it? I don't know how we got it, but okay, we got it. Okay. Assist enemies with inflicted melee. Or against enemies with inflicted melee. Hold. Okay. I don't know what we did, but we did it apparently. Now what?
Angel Ultimate.
Gotta go. All right, guys, have fun. Drink responsibly.
Stand still. Let me beat you into the foundations.
Well, guys, remember, in about 40 minutes, we're having a Fire Emblem Heroes trailer, Special Heroes trailer. So pull that up on your phone. Interesting team they're using to show off Aria here.
How's this for an entrance? Solid hit. Spiraling note. Light up.
Bum, 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 bum. 10 polychromes. Alright, after this we're probably gonna do our Pokemon polls.
Watch out!
Weaken. Weakling. Surrender. Mind and body. Ride the wind. The blade knows my heart. Sweet, I 100 place. What? Spot an ethereal. Forward. I'll be fine.
See, what I don't get is like, I think of Yuza, but also dislikes her. Well, because they need them for the for one of their teams. Yeah, because she's the support character for a lot of teams, actually.
A measure of steel, slice
That's why they didn't pull for them at first, because they didn't think they would need them, nor did they want them. But if you want certain other teams to work, sometimes you gotta pull for other characters. Yeah, some teams are fine there. All right, so Sparkle, how many pulls left do you have in all 3 games now? Ooh, big guy.
My blade is already sheathed. Waste of time. Shadowless blade. Don't wanna mess with me! Secure the perimeter. Watch your six. Right. My blade is already sheathed. I swear on my blade. Come on! Don't be nervous! Press the attack. Mind and body.
My pack timer thingy in Pokemon is about to, in 1 minute, it's gonna reset.
You're not. This must be the mission target. Leave it to me. Is it? Behind you! You're not. Evil retreats. I see ash. Radiant cloud. Split the heavens. Shoot out one for the place. I'm in charge now. The verdict is unforgivable. Intercept. Stand down. Where's the end? My blade cuts down evil. My spirit stores in the sky. This won't take much. I call this move Funny Slide Combo.
Chat, what are your guys' thoughts on Zhao? Again, I didn't care for them at first, but like again, as I played through the main story, I was like, okay, there's a lot of characters in ZZZ kind of like hide their real personality or thoughts behind like a kind of a facade
Evil retreats.
or a mask in a way, you know? Like it's like they don't want to deal with reality, so they wear a mask. Oh, you know, we actually do it. Yeah, we do have to do a little bit of Genshin because I think my Miscellany Chronicles are set. So we'll do that at least, even if we'll save the rest of the monster event for tomorrow.
Necessary for victory. Don't push yourself, Miss. Hey.
123 for ZZZ? Okay, ooh, that's a solid amount. That's what happens when you get your pulls early. 123. So you should have plenty for going if you want them. Oh, for HSR's one too? Okay.
My blade cuts down evil. My spirit soars in the sky. Let this sword array send you away. Is it? Turn around. Don't watch closely. This is the real deal. What's the light? Found out one for the place. Cut through darkness. I see edge. Watch weapons. Blazing arc. Is it right? Rapid flashing. Watch closely. This is the real deal. I'll be fine. Break the ice. Proceed. Forward. I'll be fine. This can happen anytime. I see. Surprise, surprise! The verdict is unforgivable. My blade is already sheathed. Time for a surprise! Press the attack. Time for a surprise! My blade is already sheathed. Purging flash! It's over. Enough talk! Let's go! To your heart's reflections. mind and body. Waste of time. My blade strikes. My blade is already sheathed. Careful, don't you? Come on! Don't be nervous! Press the attack. Yep. Right. Take this! A preemptive strike. Yep. Right. Victory. The only option. It's over. Enough talk! Let's go! A preemptive strike. Such provocations don't go unanswered.
There we go. That was an intense final minute or so. This one we might not get this rank. We'll see based on that last round. We'll see.
I'll be fine. Turn around. Is it my shift again? Got one for complaint. I won't let you down. Still one. Yep. The line is gone. Moving arc. A measure of steel slices the world through. The heavens.
Any last words?
The Extreme didn't quite summit, breaking all illusion! Hello? This is the end for you! I call this move Bunny Slash Combo! Watch closely, this is the real deal! Good form! Here, Frost. My blade cuts down evil. My spirit soars in the sky. Let this sword array send you away.
be wrong, but 8 pulls and ZZ started 80 feet in the beginning. Okay. Because yeah, you probably got a few pulls back as you went. Yeah, we're not getting S rank on this one, guys. We're not even on the second team yet. We only have like a minute and a half left.
The verdict is unforgivable. My turn now. I'm gonna do my best. My blade cuts down evil. My spirit soars in the sky.
Like 1 minute. Let's go.
Weakling. Yanagi, I'll handle it. My blade is already sheathed. Enough talk! Let's go! A preemptive strike. Right. My blade is already sheathed. Take this! Here, press the attack. Mind and body. I swear on my blade. My blade is already sheathed.
5 seconds.
Come on! Don't be nervous! My blade strikes! My blade is already sheathed. In pursuit. Resistance is futile. It's over. Enough talk! Let's go! To your heart's reflections. No forgiveness.
Hey, Dorlo, welcome in. Just in time, we got a FEH trailer in a moment here. How are you doing today?
Victory, the only option. Weakling.
They just got us. Nice. Oh, a shower sounds really good. I'm still congested and sick and all that. Sure, nice hot shower would clear the sinuses a bit. Or any kind of like humidifier would work too, I guess. I'm gonna take you to Aria. 78. 78 pulls. I shower first in the morning showers. I think there's pros to both. If it wasn't such a waste of water, I probably would do both, but because like you do want to go to bed clean and not like bring like any of that dirt with you into bed, but at the same time, you know, especially if you sweat at night too, you want to make sure you're like clean in the morning when you go off to work or school or whatever you're going. Alright, so how many do we have left now? 31. $75. Rate my current luck. You have, at the moment, you have the best luck out of everyone. I'm good in that department. I'm not a night sweater. That's good then. But too, like just like a hot shower in the morning does wake me up, so it helps to wake me up. Like I know a lot of people are not morning people, but a shower's enough to get me like to wake up and focus. So let me write down Sparkle's polls for my records here. Alright. I think we're good on ZZZ. In the 10 minutes before our FEH trailer, let's switch over to Pokemon TCG Pocket. Just do quick polls there. Oh, sorry. This game is a lot louder than all the other ones. Nice. Oh my god. All right, let's see what we can get here. I need the gold Mew, and then we can switch back to Meloetta permanently. Here we go, chat. Wish me luck. Gold Mew. It's just like an EX card, I think. Superior? Never mind, just a full art. Never mind. Superior. I don't have 2 of those apparently. I can trade soon in this game. Alright, on the iPad we're doing this. Oh, we got something here on the iPad. What is it? Weavile EX. This should be new. Nothing on the 10. We're farming all the good cards on my alts and then trading over to my main once the alts can start trading. I'm gonna have a lot of duplicates of the Fantastical Parade and then the Mythical Island on my main. Oh, saw something. Just probably an EX or just the full arts to land it. New. Manaphy, Frost Rotom, Garchomp. Full art Garchomp. Let's go. Tank, Sinisage, Toxapex. Chad, welcome in. How you doing today? Nothing to report. How's it going? If I sound weird, it's because I'm sick. How you doing today? We're just doing these polls in Pokemon TCG Pocket before the FEH trailer in 3 minutes. You guys excited for Bunny Dorothea? I don't think I shared that I pulled a Prismatic Umbreon. Oh, congrats! Do you have a big like Eevee collection or what? Maybe push my luck, but I'll try for E1 Sparkle. Ooh, okay. Well, are there any other characters in Starro that you're waiting for? Or you are just like unloading everything on this this phase right now? Oh my god, I'm so sick. I feel fine, but yeah. Just a hollow here. Golem. Nothing on the iPad. Nothing on the 10. Now about my little sister pulled a God Pack. What? So might as well give Prismatic a shot. I mean, I've heard good things about that set. I've heard really good things. I just do this because I heard Meloetta is in it. I don't really collect the real cards. Although I do have some, like, back in the 20th anniversary for Pokemon 10 years ago, they released, like, 20th anniversary, like, mythic and legendary, like, sets. And I have the one for Meloetta, which it does include some Meloetta cards and stuff like that. Alright, my main is out of pulls right now. I got a hollow here on the iPad. 2 Hero Toms. Magmortar. Ooh, we got something here. It's shiny Pikachu EX. Is that shiny? Yeah, it's a shiny Pikachu EX on the 10. Look at that. First time with Prismatic too. Have you done like other ones in the past? I don't. Yeah, because I don't do the real cards. But I used to have some like I still have them somewhere. Like from the 90s, like the original 3 sets. I forgot what they were called. One of them was Fossil. Alright. Is that all the pulls that we can do right now? Her brother-in-law and her husband has a microscope where he looked at my cars. The centering was a tad off. Ooh, so it was PSA graded and also get a PSA 9. That'd be fun to get, like a little misprint. Not really misprint, but like an offset. And I heard, I was seeing my Instagram reels and stuff like that. Apparently a PSA 1 is like more appealing to some people than a PSA 10 because they're rarer. Because like, it's this most damage that can be without being ungradable. There's a tiny bit of white. Okay, so it's just a tiny bit, yeah. Alright, I think we're good on these Pokemon polls. So yeah, my main, or mostly my main pride and joy in my main account here, guys, is my, if you guys can't tell, here's my binder. It's my Meloetta set. All the Meloettas. But right now we're trying for the Gold Mew as well. Alright guys, we do have a FEH trail. Can someone post the link in the chat so I can pull it up here? Let me mute Tara. If someone has a link for the FEH trailer, can someone share it in the chat? Let's switch over to Fire Emblem Heroes and let's see who we're getting. Anyone have a link? It's definitely going on my personal collection. That'll be cool. Do you have other graded cards or even slabbed cards? I don't have any slabs because I'm not, again, I don't know you collect the cards much, but anyone have a link? Have this illustration Meowth from Destin Rivals. Like full art and stuff like that. Pulled out a local card show where the original VA was there. Meowth, that's right. But I ran out of money. No. So I couldn't get it signed or anything like that. Art with Giovanni. Nice. Yeah, I don't have anything like that. Because, again, I started collecting before I think full art was a thing. Alright. I don't know if anyone has the link. So I'm going to try and see if I can pull it up without spoiling myself. You have a link? Let's see. Send it on over. Let's pull it up. Turn audio on. That was a joke. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Oh, it's not centered again. Hold on. All right, here we go. Excited for spring. All right, gamer, welcome in. Thank you, thank you. Let's see what we're getting here. What?
Rabbits are alert, cautious creatures. It is best not to approach one unprepared.
Do we normally get FEOCs for this? We got Spring Thor. Spring Thorn. Arch Rival. Divine Spectre. Heavenly Soar and World Destroyer. That's what you want to hear. Can you guys hear? Yeah, you can. Rouses the allies and strikes fear into her foes. Flies through the field, tearing through the foes. Oh, whatever. Got Mythic Tiki at 30. Congrats. Would you have sparked anyway? If you got all the way to 40? Sparkle's like, nope. Don't want it. Thor is the sister of Loki. Yes. At least in this real. Oop. Buffering. Spark for Soren. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people are predicting Soren based on the silhouette, so we'll see here. We got Dorothea. Yeah, Dorothea was the obvious one. Over Dorothea. This is I like the art style they went with, or not style, like just the overall design. Spring Hair Egg Plus, Glacies, AR Far Sound, and whatever the last one is. Wait, is she the demote? Her weapon cool. Okay, we'll read all that. Bunny Dorothea. It's a cool design. I like that. So she's. It seemed like she's the demote. She only had one page of text, guys. You're going for Dorothea. It's a really cool design. It's a very fitting design for Dorothea. I like it. It does seem like she's the demote. So we're getting a rearmed Spring Hero? What? What? Rearmed Spring Soul. Thankfully easy to get. Infantry Dagger. Barking for Dorothea. A rearmed Seasonal? Arcane Slicer? What the frick? True Bane, attack speed waylay. Like, this just makes me angry, actually. Because now they're doubly, like, disarm rumor and lookout smog. Like, it's hard to get now because they're only available at springtime. Drastically increases attack and speed of his allies, crumbles 30 foes in one blow, and ends up with a follow-up. Means Micaiah is there? Presumably. But if he's rearmed, what is she? Is she, like, a tuned seasonal? By the way, if you guys haven't been here and it sounds weird, it's because I'm sick. 75 attack. And 65 speed. Jeez. Oh, she's a duo. Is that Erica? Erica Micaiah duo? What? Erica of all girls. No offense, but you don't sound terrible. That's good then. Like, I had a light fever since Friday. Hold on, Spring Dawning, Logic, attack speed, Aria, Stellar Brace. So Dorothy is the demote, so we can get copies of her if we're pulling for these. Attack speed, Liberate. Okay, and we'll go through all this obviously. Now I have to pull them. I think I can spark for the duo. Sounded hoarse because I was screaming so much at a wrestling show on Saturday. Yeah, the fact that I'm sick and the fact that I have to yell at kids that aren't following instructions is not helping. 68 attack, 56 speed, 30 defense, 26 res. This is the first fast Micaiah. It's because she's not the lead. Attacking foes 3 spaces away. Cannot attack 2 spaces away though. So that's the choice. That's the trade-off. Yeah, we'll read through everything here. Block foes, miracle, and slay them with a silent and special. Their harmonious skill allows self and allies to act again. Jeez. Where's the Thani? In the backpack. Erica. But yeah, so I've had a light fever since like Friday, but it didn't really take a turn for the worse until Monday afternoon when a kid sneezed in my face. I'm like, seriously? Like, you tell he was about to sneeze and he's just like walking up to me. I'm like, dude, turn away or cover your mouth. Sneezes anyway, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk over here outside of this cloud of germs. Harmonized skill grants resonance plates, unit and allies from same titles, probably.
Bringing spring to you.
Let's begin.
I will say I like the selection on this banner, but the fact that we have a rearmed seasonal is kind of making me angry. Did you see their bunny plushies? Erica's and Micaiah's. Bum, 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 bum. So this will be Friday's stream, guys. We'll be doing the paralog and all that. Like, I kind of want everyone on this banner except for Thor. Dang it. But yeah, I guess we're pulling because I always try and get like duos and harmonics. But now we have a rearmed, and I try and get those, especially if they're super limited, like a seasonal rearmed. That was awful. Like, that sounded awful there. But yeah. Let's go through it. Let's go through it all. What does rearms mean for someone who doesn't know anything about Fire Emblem? Well, this is really only a thing in Fire Emblem Heroes. But basically they are a way to give us characters again, but now with like, hey, here's a more powerful weapon that you can then give to someone else, but still keep the character. Because normally when you give someone else like a weapon or a skill from someone, you lose the character that's basically giving that skill or weapon, right? But with the rearmed rearmed weapons, you can give that weapon to someone else. It's like a more powerful weapon. Give it to someone else, but you can still keep the character. This is the second rearm. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Boshak, who's the free GHB? Let's find out. It's not GHB. It would be a TT unit. Oh, but yeah, they don't do TT units anymore. So I guess I'm not getting one. So they already had one. That's not fair. That is not fair at all. They could have given this to some other character. But we are okay. It looks like because the TT units are basically a recycled old unit. It looks like it's going to be Bernadetta. So we get a free Bernadetta. Which one's Late Hibernator? I don't remember which one that is. Well, Spring obviously, but I only remember regular and I don't remember winter. What is she? Archer or mage? And what color? Bernadetta fan is happy about that. Yeah, we got a free Bernadetta for TT. But yeah, that's what it basically is, Dragon. Is that we get the weapon without having to lose the character. And it's a way for them to give us popular characters again. Dawning Zephyr Soth is an arcane. Yeah, I remember the other Soth, but nah. The fact that we have two and they could have given it to someone else, which is when we got the attuned Micaiah. Alright, let's go through these skills. There's a lot of them. So most people die when you take away their weapons, but the rearmed ones don't. Yes. So we have Thor, who's a FEH. There's the artwork. So its fate is to give away his weapon and skills to other attacker units. It's not my favorite art of Thor.
Rabbits are alert, conscious creatures.
Oop, go back. So there we go. There's your typical revealing bunny outfit for the spring banner.
It is best not to approach one unprepared.
Remember when we had a free spring Loki one? So this is the one to pair with her. The Loki with the horrible art.
You wish me
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, I don't say that's horrible art. It's just the style was very like there was no shading really. So it was like just like a flat artwork. 45, 65, 16, 47, 38. Wait. What was she? She was Flying Lance. It's a very slow flyer for a Pegasus, especially. But pretty high defense for a Pegasus. Yeah, usual Thor sets. Yeah, but for a flyer,
to hop.
what was the pun?
Wish me to approach one unprepared.
Flying brick.
You wish me to hop.
Hop. Wow, they're gonna show this off by taking down the Anniversary Marth. Spring Thorn, accelerated special trigger, cooldown count -1. For foes within 3 rows or 3 columns, centered on unit, inflicts attack speed, defense res -5. Neutralize effects that grant special cooldown charge +X. Foe suffers +10 damage, excluding AoE specials, and foe cannot make a follow-up attack during combat. Grants attack speed, defense res +10 to unit. Unit deals +25 damage, excluding AoE specials. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by 15, excluding AoE specials, and reduces damage from foes' specials by an additional 15, excluding AoE specials. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack and grants special cooldown count -2 to unit before unit's first attack during combat. And a few like usual. Bunny Thor and Bunny Dorothea is a must for me. Thor is the one I want the least on this banner. Not by choice, but just because like Soth is a rearmed. Arch Rival, we've already had that in the past. It's a good skill, or a good special to get. High cooldown, though. Divine Spectre. And hey, oh, stop it! Enables Canto distance +1, max of 4. If unit initiates combat or if there's an ally within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, grants attack defense +10 to unit. It deals +X times 4 damage excluding AoE specials, and reduces damage from foes' first attack by X times 3 during combat, first attack, yada yada yada. Hang on, my Edelgard statue is blocking. For effects that grants unit attacks twice, it means the first and second, yeah. Okay. Going after Erica and Dorothea. No rearm so for you. Heavenly Soar and World Destroyer. Neutralizes effective against flying bonuses. Unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range. Allies within 2 spaces of unit can move to a space within 2 spaces of unit. For unit and allies within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit. Grants attack speed, defense, res +5. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by 7, excluding AoE specials. And next attack deals damage equal to 40% of foes' first attack prior. Next attack deals damage equal to 40% of foes' first attack damage prior to reductions during combat or sets at end of combat. Only highest value applied, does not stack. Also, if defense is greater than or equal to foes' defense +5, disables units or allies, skills and foes, skills that change attack prior during combat. Unit deals +7 damage, excluding AoE specials, and grants special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack during combat. Only highest value applied, does not stack. Thank you for the hydrate, Bowshock. Appreciate. Comments, please. I read them all. Did you not hear me? Posture check and strength. Thank you. I don't care if he's rearmed, just not getting him. For me, it's mostly just the fact that it's a limited rearm. It's like rearm's already limited, but now it's a seasonal rearm. So for me, I'm getting him. But Destiny, welcome in. How's it going? We got Aria on a win. So for 2 for 2 for the Angels of Delusions. After we are done with the face stuff here, guys, we are going to do Genshin Bridge just a tiny bit, just to do the Selena Chronicles. But we'll do the Mondstadt event tomorrow. Rouses allies and strikes fear into her foes. Flies through the field, tearing through foes, and helps allies advance.
I'll leap over you. As you command.
So this Dorothy art, I think, is really cool. Yeah, this is very fitting for Dorothea. It's like she's got like her classy style, including her hat. So I like it. Hold on. So if I understand properly, units come with both a weapon and a character. You can remove a weapon from the character to give to another character. The character, yes, yeah. So basically, each character is like attached to their skills and their weapon and their specials and all that, everything on their kit. And then you can like fodder the character. Basically the skills are inheritable by other characters, but then you lose that character. With rearmed heroes, you can keep the character even if you give away their weapon. But unfortunately, she's a demote again. She does tend to be a seasonal demote. Can't give her anything cool compared to Marianne. That is surprising, though, that she keeps repeating as a seasonal demote. You know? All right, let's keep going here.
If you can balance beauty and cuteness.
So here's the static art. Again, I really like this art, like this style and choice, and like design choice here for the Dorothea. It's very fitting for the character. So flying, green mage. What was her quote?
If you can balance beauty and cuteness just right, then
Then what? Oh, that's the Spring Bernadetta. Wait, go to the stats again. 43, 66, 30, 20, 54. That's what basically what you'd expect. Spring Hair Egg Plus. At start of player phase or enemy phase, grants attack res plus 6, preempt pulse, and neutralizes foes' bonuses during combat to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Grants attack speed defense res plus 5 to unit. Unit deals plus 20 damage excluding AoE specials, and reduces damage from foes' attacks by 10 during combat excluding AoE specials. We got Glacies, AR Far Resound, and Shadow Shift 3. Yeah. So yeah, Dragon, all of these can be inheritable by other characters unless it's like a preferred skill. So none of these are preferred. So not even Sing. Oh, it's not a singing Dorothea for once. Her weapon cools are special before attacking. Neutralizes foes' bonuses. Oh. Her weapon cools are special before attacking. Might be good for Rooker sieges. Can trigger reposition during Canto. Ooh, hey, that'll be fun.
spring is here.
Could you like completely Frankenstein a character? Like, what do you mean? Like give him a whole new kit from various other characters? Yeah. You can take your weapon from somewhere else, your assist skill from somewhere else, your special from somewhere else, your A, B, and C skills from somewhere else. And because you can inherit more skills than you have equipped. Like you just have like certain ones equipped, which means you could fodder like dozens or hundreds of characters into one character just for the heck of it. I bet people have made absolutely broken stuff with that. Yeah, to an extent, yeah. Obviously, like okay, so certain weapons and skills can only be inherited by certain types of characters. Like, for example, let's see, like certain weapons are only, or certain skills are only usable by flyers and stuff like that, and some by armor units, stuff like that. So, all right, here we go. We have our artwork for the rearmed Soth. Why do we have a seasonal rearmed? Have we had a seasonal rearmed before, or is he the first? I think he's the first that I can think of. Because we've had, like, seasonal harmonics for, like, forever now. But, like, because rearmed is already limited enough. And now we have a seasonal rearmed. In the breeze.
This game has me searching for hidden eggs. Now this I can excel at. Me searching for hidden eggs.
All right, here's our art of Soth. It's all right art. The cape is a weird, because it's like a translucent color, but it just comes off as a weird color. Infantry colorless dagger.
You sure about this?
40. Oh, hang on. Patience. 42, 71, 61, 34, 35. Arcane Slicer. Accelerated special trigger, cooling count -1. If the skill compares units' speed to a foe's or ally's speed, treats units' speed as if granted +7, as if he's not fast enough. Come on. At start of player phase or enemy phase, grants attack speed +6, pulse follow, and dodge to units and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Grants attack speed, defense, res plus 15 to unit. Unit deals plus 25 damage, excluding AoE specials. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by 15, excluding AoE specials. And reduces the percentage of foes' non-special reduced damage by X% skills by 50% during combat, excluding AoE specials. An effect, Dagger 7, Pulse Follow. Grants special cooldown count -2 to unit before unit's first follow-up during attack. Follow-up attack during attack. Or during combat. Could you imagine whose job it is to come up with these skills so that they're somehow balanced? At least for another like month or so. Before then you power creep it. Like, this is ridiculous. And then you have to write the description explaining exactly, even though it's only going to be relevant for like a month or two. True Bane special here. So we have when special triggers boost damage by 5. Or sorry, I was just looking at the 5 cooldown. Boost damage by the greater of foe's speed or defense. For units for units first attack during combat, if damage dealt prior to damage reduction calculation is less than foe's HP -1, sets damage before damage reduction as foe's HP -1, excluding certain foes such as Rooker. Ooh. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by 40%, excluding AoE specials. Disables skills of all foes, excluding foe in combat, and neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat. And also, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up attack by 10 would allow unit to trigger a follow-up attack, excluding guaranteed or prevented follow-ups, triggers potent follow 100%. At start of turn, grants attack speed, great talent, +2 to unit and allies within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit. After combat, if unit special triggered, grants attack speed, great talent, +4 to unit and allies within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit. This skill grants max of great talent, +20 for units, and great talent, +10 for allies. Attack speed, waylay. Wait, so we've had that before? Who had that before? Disarm rumor. At start turn and after unit acts, if Canto triggers after Canto, inflicts speed defense -7 and discord on closest foes and any foe within 2 spaces of those foes through their next actions. Inflicts speed defense -4 on foes. Unit deals +15 damage excluding AoE specials and reduces damage from foes' first attack by 7 during combat. First attack, yada yada yada. While attacking in ether raids, if unit ends movement on the space with a bolt trap or heavy trap, cancels trap effects. If unit ends movement on the space with a hex trap, reduces trap's trigger condition by 10 HP. And look out smog. There's got to be at least a few abilities that 2 different characters with the same role or whatever have. Wait, hold on. 2 different characters with the same role or whatever have that on their own. Or wait, same role or whatever have that on their own aren't like the most broken thing. But the devs didn't think about what happens when put on the same character. They absolutely break the game. I mean, well, actually, I don't know if this is the case anymore. But for the most part, like certain aspects of like a skill would only be for like an A skill. Certain aspects of a skill would only be on a B skill, and certain aspects would only be on a C skill. Like most of the time, C skills would be like stuff like team effects or whatever. But I don't think that's the case anymore. I think that's just like whatever. So yeah, I guess that you could potentially really break certain aspects. But then like that's the thing. They release characters like multiple times a month, so they just decide, oh, we broke the game, let's fix it with another broken unit. And that happens like literally every like 1 to 2 months now, which is why like me and so many other players are just like, all right, now we're not even like playing the actual like modes anymore. We're just like here to collect characters. Like I don't even play AR anymore. Like of the like competitive modes, that was probably the most fun for a while. But now it's just like, okay, well, I invested in this character. Either I spent my orbs to get them, and I foddered off characters to get their skills onto this character. But now it's like, okay, well, now they're useless 2 months later. It's like, what's the point in putting that effort? So, but yeah, the way it is now, you could probably create a broken character that would last at least like a month or so. Drastically increases attack and speed of his allies, crumbles sturdy foes in one blow, and ends them with a follow-up.
Feel that spring breeze?
What was that? There's our artwork for the harmonic. So Erica from Sacred Stones and Micaiah from Radiant Dawn. I think this is like, okay, the art is fine, but it's a very, I don't know what it is about like the shading style or whatever. It seems like it's a very flat artwork. I don't know about it. Like, I don't know how to say it, like describe it, but I think the overall art is fine. But there's something about like the shading that makes it seem very flat. I don't know. Maybe it's the faces. Look at the plushy bunnies. So there's our artwork here. Micaiah still got Yune, or Yoon, depending on which pronunciation. My art is flat. Oh, you don't do a lot of coloring, right? You do shading, though. Yeah, again, I like the art here. This is fine for these characters, and it fits the characters. It's just that the shading seems very flat. Although this one's not as bad as the special art we just saw. So this one actually is a little bit better. But yeah, I think it is the faces. Like if you look at like their arms, for example, and like their legs underneath like the skirts, or like in the background, there's definitely shading that gives it depth and shape. But their faces just look very flat. I think that's it. Maybe that's it.
Boys will please the others. I'm sure they will.
Does anyone else think that Micaiah in Fae has a completely different personality than in Radiant Dawn? Like, it's consistently different, which is an oxymoron. But, like, yeah. I just feel like her Fae personality is way different than Radiant Dawn.
We shall hop together.
That's gotta be a writing thing, right?
Fresh spring breeze.
That's gotta be a writing problem. Spring Dawning. Accelerates special trigger, cooldown count -1. At start of player phase or enemy phase, grants empathy to units and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. At start of turn effects, or after start of turn effects trigger on player phase, and after start of turn effects trigger on enemy phase, except in summer duels. For unit and allies within 2 spaces of units, converts stat penalties into bonuses and neutralizes 2 penalty effects. Does not apply to penalty effects that are applied at the same time. Neutralizes the first applicable penalty effects on units or allies list of active effects. Grants attack speed defense res plus 15 to unit, and reduces damage from foes' attacks by 15, excluding AoE specials, and deals damage equal to the unit's max special cooldown count value times 12 when special triggers during combat, excluding AoE specials. Unit can use the following style, Spring Dawning style. We'll read that in a second. We have Logic. Attack speed Aria. Stellar Brace enables Kanto distance max 3, min of 1. At start of turn and after unit acts, if Kanto triggers after Kanto. Inflicts speed, res -7, panic, and a penalty that neutralizes non-special if foe would reduce unit's HP to 0. Unit survives with 1 HP. Effects on closest foes and any foe within 2 spaces of those foes through their next actions. Inflicts attack speed res -5 on foe. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by 7, excluding AoE specials, and neutralizes effects that guarantee foes' follow-up attacks and effects that prevents units' follow-up attacks during combat, and also when special triggers. Deals damage equal to the X% of the greater of foes' speed or res. X equals 20 plus unit's max special cooldown count value times 10, excluding AoE specials. If units attack and trigger unit special, grants special cooldown count -Y to unit before unit's first attack, and special cooldown count -Z to unit before unit's first follow-up attack during combat. Y equals the number of bonus effects active on unit, excluding stat bonuses. Max equals unit's special cooldown count value at start of combat. Z equals the number of bonus effects active on units, excluding stat bonuses, minus unit special cooldown count value at start of combat, min of 0. What the frick is this description? Attack speed Liberate at start of player phase or enemy phase, grants attack Liberate to speed. Oh wait, no, let me start that over. At start of player phase or enemy phase, grants attack Liberate and speed Liberate to unit and allies closest to foes, excluding unit for 1 turn. Grants attack speed +4 to unit during combat. For unit and allies on the map with the attack Liberate or speed Liberate effects active, deals damage during combat equal to the number of bonus effects active on unit or ally +5. Excluding stat bonuses, max of 10, excluding AoE specials. 40, 68, 56, 30, 26.
Let us deliver spring cheer.
Base. Oh, you hate leeway? Why? Let's see. Style. Unit can use the following style. Spring Dawning style. Unit can attack foes 3 spaces away. Unit cannot attack foes 2 spaces away. Unit deals plus 10 damage and neutralizes. By the way, I can't remember because I haven't used one of these in a while. If you activate a style, can you change your mind after you've already activated it or no? Because like if you're here like, oh shoot, I can only attack 3 spaces away and you didn't want that, can you change your mind as long as you haven't attacked yet? Unit deals plus 10 damage and neutralizes foes. Reduce damage by X% effects from non-special skills. When unit special triggers during combat, excluding when dealing damage with an AoE special. Cannot move through spaces within 3 spaces of foe that has triggered the bulwark effect. Does not apply if unit has a pass skill. Unit suffers a counterattack if any of the following conditions are met. Foe is armored with range equals 2, or foe can counterattack regardless of the unit's range. After combat, movement effects do not occur. Skill effects range is treated as 2. The style can be used only once per turn. I'm heartbroken. The ending, I'm going to cry. Wait, remind me which part you're sad about. We've all played it here, so you're fine on spoilers. So, but yeah, the ending, that was pretty epic though, right? Like that battle. That battle was pretty epic. It's kind of funny hearing someone reading the effects of an ability from a game you don't play. It's just all nonsense, nonsense babble. Hey, you know what? For us who play it, this is still nonsense babble. What do you hate about it? It's cool. Well, then why do you hate it? I would have never thought that. Okay, use your words. We don't know what you're talking about. What are you referring to? I would have never thought child turn on us. Why don't I remember this? To be fair, it's been a while since I played the leeway ending. But yeah, that final battle, right? Epic, yes. Although to be fair, that's like the best part of leeway. But now, the story and like the actual like stuff that you do in the story from this point forward, so much better. Not saying leeway is bad, but just Inazuma better, Sumeru better, despite what Kaizen says. Fontaine so much better. Natlan better, although it's uneven. And Nagtry better. So heartbreaking, it was so cool. Let's keep finishing here. We have like another minute still in this trailer. I'm done. Everything's a lie. I'm so heartbroken, but it's so cool. You'll be fine. Trust me. Everything gets better. Alright, blocks foes, miracle, and slay them with a style and special. Their harmonized skill allows self and allies to act again. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum.
So beautiful.
Harmonized skill grants resonance blades to unit and allies from the same titles as unit. Inflicts attack speed, defense, res -7, sabotage, and share spoils plus on closest foes and any foe within 2 spaces of those foes through their next actions. I'm crying. That was amazing. It's a fantastic ending. Each region is unique in their own special way. Yeah, I agree with that. All here is excluding AoE. That's the part I don't even read. Like especially when they say like first attack, when they try and define a first attack, I'm like yada yada yada. That's funny. Sparkle's like, huh? No, they're exactly right. No, because they put that in there so many times. They just put that exclusion into the game, and I'm like, all right, excluding AoE specials, yada 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 yada, excluding AoE specials. So it's kind of funny. All right.
Bringing spring to you.
Let's begin.
Ba-da-dum. Springtime sisters. They're not even. Oh, I guess no. I guess they are sisters of other people. You know, if you're gonna make a thing about like these being sisters, question: why is Dorothea here? And technically so. I mean, yeah, you could say that like he and Micaiah kind of grew up together in a way, but then it becomes kind of weird because like, you know, take a break and take a shower. I can't get over this. You'll be fine. Especially like all the finales of all these regions, like the story, like at least the finales of each Archon quest. There's so much that happens, and you're just like, oh my god, peak. But it takes time to process. So yes, this is so new to me. And again, as fantastic as the leeway, like and like the final battle and everything was, it keeps getting better. Like, oh my gosh, like not even just the ending, but like there are moments in Inazuma you're gonna be like mind blown. And yes, I am actually looking forward to you playing through Inazuma. I agree with you. Currency Wars. I like it. I like it. And it's fun to be able to play with characters that you don't necessarily have yet. So there's a lot of cool strategy, and yeah, there's some RNG involved. But I mean, like that's how it always is with like Star Rail anyway. So I think broke my heart. Yes, you'll get over those parts. But because again, the story and Archon quests are just so good. And yeah, make sure you're also starting to play. I know you're trying to get through the Archon quest quickly so you don't get spoiled by marching shows and stuff like that. But at some point you got to play all the side stuff, like story quests for the characters. Just make sure you don't play story quests of characters that you haven't met yet because probably spoilers. Kai was so good to have joining the battle. Yeah, the finale, like even just like the cinematics of that, like the animations, was fantastic. Well, yeah. I know your priorities are Archon Quest, but yeah, eventually you play all. Like, there's so much lore in Genshin, which is like the part that like to me is like amazing about it, because like all this stuff was clearly planned out before the game release, because they drop so many things here and there, and the payoff later on is just like, I can't believe they remember that or brought that up. It's because they planned all this out, and it's fantastic. Play the side quest during school. Okay, remember, don't play the side stuff that like is for like future regions or future characters, because that would spoil you potentially. So okay, anyway, who's pulling on this banner? I kind of want to get everything except for Thor. But yeah, if it's sisters, why is Dorothea here? Like Soth, I can kind of like, that's a bit of a stretch, but like, why is Dorothea here? Why? When you get to Inazuma, you're going to meet Best Girl, Yoimiya. Dragon, I need a shipping address for this Yoimiya that's like sitting on my nightstand. But anyway, I think we're good on Faye. But yeah, what are you guys pulling, if anything? Like, I want to get the harmonic and the rearms, and like Dorothea's just right there. So like, all right, well, if we're gonna be pulling for 2 characters already, that means we're gonna be pulling more than just like first circle. We might as well go for the Dorothea. All right, well, we'll figure this out. On to Genshin. We're gonna do the Selena Chronicles probably, and that's it. I still have to do Hoyo dailies. Thank you for getting me to Genshin. Yeah, and it gets better. Oh, Rebecca Wang just announced that they're the voice of Aria. just trying to find the tweet so I can retweet. Here we go. Fire Emblem Heroes. Retweet. Demon in the morning. Our ADHDs have been clashing over this. This is so shocking. I can't get this out of my head. This is all I'm going to be on about tomorrow. Just wait till you play Inazuma. Okay. I think we're good. When I get to Not Cry, it's the peakiest of peaks. It's like consistently good. I don't think it's okay. When you say peakiest of peaks, there are some parts in like Fontaine and Natlan that I think like are that reach a higher high, but I think Not Cry is just consistently like top tier. Does that make sense? That's why I really like Not Cry. Again, there are moments in Fontaine and Natland I think reach higher peaks, but I think Not Try consistently is like top tier from start to end. All right, let's switch to Genshin now that I've retweeted that, and get the Selena Chronicles and daily. Might as well get dailies on the other way, and then I think that'll be good. In the way I don't know who to believe anymore. This is so good. Just keep playing. Just keep playing. When do you plan to do Inazuma? Do you plan to take like a little break to let things sink in? I know you got your concert tomorrow. But do you plan on like doing Inazuma like? Because okay, in my mind, guys, like to me, each Archon quest you can probably still finish in like a day or two each. But like most people are not like me. Yes, a little. Okay, so a little break and then you're diving into Inazuma. That'll be so good. And again, try and go in order. I know the game lets you skip ahead in some of the later regions. Like you can technically go to Fontaine now. You can technically go to Natlan now. You can technically go to Leeway, or sorry, not Leeway, Not Cry now. But try to go in order if you can, because that's the way the game is meant to be played. So Inazuma, then Sumeru, then Fontaine, Natlan, Not Cry. So just follow the Archon quests in order. They give you the order. So, before Inazuma, Inazuma. I want to focus on like story quests. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, world quests and dailies. That's fair. Yeah, no, yeah. Absorb everything you can from like Mondstadt and Leeway, because that'll help. There you go. All right. Genshin time. So we gotta pay a visit to our moon friend here. Gonna make me cry too. It's just that, like, so for me, Leeway's final battle is like the most memorable thing in Leeway. But like Inazuma has such good moments sprinkled all throughout. Like you're gonna have those moments like in the middle of the story. Like some mind-blowing moments. But yeah, if you can, yeah, dive into like more Mondstadt and Leeway, like world quests, because those fill in a lot of like the lore. Especially like, because again, yeah, like Leeway has its own story, Mondstadt has its own story, Inazuma has its own story. But by this point, you should be starting to kind of piece together some of the overarching lore of Teyvat and why you're in Teyvat. And like, you know, you should be starting to kind of understand like different factions, like these are the Archons, and why are the Archons the Archons, and here's where the Mora comes from, and stuff like, oh, these are the Fatui, but that's different from like the Fatui Harbingers, and then what else have you gotten to it by this point? Yeah, stuff like that. And here, what's the Abyss? And what are the what's the other thing? There's something else. I can't remember the name of it. But like, so there's the Abyss, and then there's the Abyss something. Shoot, I can't remember. I feel like it brought me into the game so much. Leeway's my favorite. That's gonna change. Because again, don't get me wrong, Leeway was fine, but everything after is like next level. It like elevates the game so much. Let's see. After Mondstadt, I don't know if I was fine. Yeah, you did. I was like so down from it, but well, Mondstadt was, but if you notice, Mondstadt is labeled as a prologue, so it's really just meant to be like the tutorial, right? Just like how to play the game, and here's how everything works. Abyss Order. Thank you, Sparkle. Yes. So like, there's the Abyss, and there's the Abyss Order. Do you know the difference? There's the Fatui and the Fatui Harbingers. Do you know the difference? But yeah, let's see here. I was so down from it, but Leeway, I feel like it brought me into the game so much. Yeah. Again, Mondstadt is just the tutorial, and if you look at it, Leeway is counted as Act 1, really. Inazuma's Act 2, Sumeru Act 3. So even though it's the fourth nation that we played, it's Act 3. Fontaine is Act 4, Natlan 5. Snezhnaya was supposed to be 6, but then they're like, hey, we're gonna put Nodcry in there. So I don't know how that affects things going forward, but we'll see. What's your favorite? Ooh. There are aspects that I really like better than other parts of the game from all of the last 3 regions. Fontaine, Natlan, and Nodcry. So it's kind of hard to pick. As far as like a favorite region, probably Natlan. As far as a overall, probably Nodcry. But Fontaine's final act is like peak storytelling. And Sumeru, it's really big. There's a lot there. It has one of my favorite world quests. Not world quests, like set of world quests, like string of world quests. I don't know what they're called. But like one of my favorite side characters who's not playable for some reason. You're gonna meet her in Sumeru. Let's see. Oh hey, still had Gimme Ghouls. Now evolve into Golden. Hey, congrats, Simblipa, 2 years. 3 years ago, ads. All right, let's dive into Genshin here, because it is 10 o'clock, which is not super late, but we still have stuff to do. So, all right, Simblipa, did you see the Faye trailer? Best game ever. Who was the last character you pulled for? Because I know you're going for focusing on story, but who's the last character you pulled for? And is there anyone you're hoping for soon? Destiny got the short end of the luck in ZZZ Banner Stay. How were your pulls? Because I think I saw that your Aria pulls were not great, but did you pull for anything else? Did you pull for Yuza? I thought you had Yuza. We pulled for Aria. We won, but it went very far. It took 78 I guess not very far. We could have gone to 87 because we did a 10 pull, but we got on the first pull of the last 10. Let me pull up your post in Hoyoverse. Oh yeah, I saw about the Lycon. Me, I don't know. Well, did you pull for Columbina like I told you to? Charlotte, welcome in. How you doing today? In terms of Archon Quest for me, Nightcry's number 1. Not sure if Fontaine or Sumeru is number 2. Natlan's 4. Inzuma's 5. I don't remember enough about Leeway or Mondstadt to rank them. Yeah, Mondstadt was real short. It's just a tutorial. But we do keep going back there from time to time. Because again, Mondstadt is significant for lore. But the Archon Quest in Mondstadt is really just the tutorial. No, I'm sorry. Oh, you're fine. Again, that was just a recommendation. But so, okay, what 5-star characters do you have then? If you go through your character archive. Anyway, October 13th, 2023. So yeah, it's been a while since you've been collecting those. I don't know if I have a Gimme Goal yet, actually. Or no, the Golden Go. I don't know if I have Golden Go. I have Gimme Goals, but I'd say pretty good, all things considered. I guess I could say the same. I'm still a little sick. Like, I have no voice right now, but I've been told in chat that I actually don't sound too bad. Alright, we're mostly just doing Genshin because we have Selenia Chronicles. Otherwise, we would probably hold off until another day. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's mostly Genshin, guys. We gotta finish the Mondstadt event. Which I couldn't record because my iPad was out of memory. I cleared up some space, though, so we can record the Selenia Chronicles. And I'll clear up more so we can record more Archon Quests in the future. Try to go through the tune Fever, which is in the real vocal book, and it's not going in my repertoire. Oh, no. Wait. Well, you know, that happens sometimes. Didn't know you need 999 coins for... Yeah, yeah. Well, because it's the 999th Pokemon, and it evolves into the 1000th. That's why, in the Pokedex. I only have the 2 I told you that one time. Which 2 again? Remind me. I forget things sometimes. Let's... convert our... Oh, perfect. That's the perfect amount.
Add Astra.
Yeah, I know you're mostly trying to build a team around 4 stars, which is good for the beginning of the game. You'll be fine. Traveler and yeah, they don't count. And then Mizuki. Okay. Yeah, Mizuki is a standard. Let me see which banners are coming up that we know about that I would recommend for you. Again, no one's forcing you to pull, but let's see. Now, see, I'm pulling on phase 2 for Escoffier, which they're great for certain teams. I don't think they're a good. I don't think Skirk or Escoffier is a good fit for you right now. So we'll wait. We should be getting an Archon rerun. So again, the Archons that you've met so far, you know Venti, you know Zhongli. Yeah, we should have an Archon rerun in Luna 6. I'm trying to figure out who it would be. It's either going to be... Yeah, there's 2 choices. I think it's going to be one of those. It's an okay song, but harmonically and melodically, Fever is so boring. Oh, okay. Only 2 chords. There's some good songs with only 2 chords. Melody is primarily made of just 2 notes. Okay, wait. Can I tell you the character I really like? Sure. Give me recommendations based on that. Oh, so so a character that you like, that you want to get, and you kind of build around? Yeah, we can do that. And you can use the cool thing. That's how I do things too. I find the characters I really like, pull for them, and I figure out what team would be best for them, and then I pull for those characters. Kind of the same reason why as a singer I'm not gonna learn C-Jam Blues. Also known as Duke's Place, yeah. Escoffier maybe, but definitely not Skirk. Yeah, the thing is, like, Escoffier and Skirk is like literally like you need to have this team exactly. Escoffier can work with a bunch of people. Again, I was initially saying like, okay, I'm gonna pull for Escoffier for an eventual Saritsa team. But then when they gave us Nodcry, I was like, okay, well, I guess she'll rerun before the Saritsa, so no need to rush. But then we ended up getting Skirk, and I was like, oh, shoot, now I need Escoffier. If Kaya, and I really like using him and Zhangling. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see here. See, I like Yoimiya better, but Kombina is the best character as a character in Genshin, mostly because she just has a little more space in the story to grow. Yeah, the arc and quests have been getting longer and longer with each region. Time for Academy Ace, one last battle against everyone in Paldea. Wanted to pull for Varka, but I really want Jean. Jean's on the Chronicle Wish right now, on the Chronicle Wish banner. But she's also a standard, so you could just get her anytime as when you're losing the 50-50 to... There you go. Yeah, Dragon pointed out. You're going to get her. And then the game also from time to time gives us like the ability to like choose a free character. Usually for like anniversaries or stuff like that. Right now we're getting a free 4-star for Lantern Right. But usually we'll get like a free 5-star at the beginning of each region. So now we're wrapping up this whole like Nightcry region. So probably around like July, you'll get to choose a free character. A 5-star standard. Don't pull for Jean on Chronicle Wish. I did. But that's because like I was going for a specific team. But generally speaking, yes. There are better things to spend your pulls for in the meantime. Because you're going to get Jean eventually. Yeah. Where I'm at in the Singer's Guidebook, there's now a topic of singing a second chorus. A tune that is faster than the ballad. Jazz singer will sing a second chorus. That's not a scatzle. Can I ask what character would be good for me to get that I'd like based off the characters I said that I like? Hang on. Well, let me look first, because if you want to build a team around Kaya, at least for the time being, because here's the thing, you're very early in the story and you haven't met a lot of characters yet, so I would caution you to invest highly in the characters you've met and have so far, because you're gonna meet, and because remember, the game as it goes on, there's a slight amount of power creep, not as much as compared to like Star Rail or anything like that, or Faye, but newer characters generally going to be better. So that's why I would caution you to invest too much resources into older characters. But that being said, let's see if we can find you a good team based on Kaya. So I'm using a guide online. Let's see here. Best teams for Kaya. I tend to use Game 8. I know Dragon, there's another one that Dragon likes a lot. And I think those two are usually the two most recommended guide sites too anyway. So, okay, so here we go. So again, in Genshin, most everything is based around the elemental reactions, right? So if you want to build a freeze team where Kai is like the main DPS, let's see. And you said Zhangling, so they probably would be doing a melt team. Let's see. They actually don't recommend a team here with Kaya and Zhangling. But you could do a melt team with them though. Let's see, are any of these might use the legendary, but not all of them. Yes, Gen 5 would be a good one. I did pull Mona on Chronicle Wish before. Yeah, I pulled for Jean on Chronicle Wish before, and I ended up pulling for Klee on this one because I was like, you know what? Why not? We have the pulls, and we just got lucky. But that being said, if I didn't have a lot of pulls, would I have pulled for Klee? Probably not. And before, if I wasn't specifically trying to build a team with Raiden, Farina, Yaimiko, and Jean, would it have been advisable for me to pull for Jean? Probably not. But given where I was at the time and what my goals were, they lined up, so it was fine.
Thank you for completing.
Mine would be Fire Croc, Lucario. Oh, I forgot the Fire Crocodile's name. Lucario, Garchomp, and I don't know what else.
I don't sing for anyone in particular.
So, what is your goal in building your teams? Because I usually go for the team with like the most immunities. If that makes sense. That's a standard pull. Let's go. I have one standard pole. What's my pity? 43. Let's do it. Yeah, and when you get these standard pulls, because again, you don't want to convert your primo gems into standard pulls ever, base, because that's a waste. Because you're going to get these characters just losing 50-50s from time to time, which is like half the time. But if you get the standard pulls, like the regular fates here, I might as well use them on this, and then let's see what I get. So this will be 44 pity, and nothing. That's okay. Just build up that pity. Balance or high attack sets. Okay. Yeah, see, I usually go for immunities. I'm not too sure yet. I just go for strong Pokemon I like. That's fair. David Berkman suggests for singing a second chorus is making changes in your interpretation of the melody, listening up the rhythm, and creating melodic variations. How do you know your pity, if I can ask? I keep track on a spreadsheet. But also, okay, here, I'll show you something too. So on this page, you see at the bottom where it says history, you can check what my last pulls on this banner. So this banner, I'm on the permanent wish banner, but you can also check the other ones like the chronicle wish banner or the weapon banner or the character event, which are the limited banners, right? So you can see here, these were my last pulls, and basically your pity is everything since the last 5-star. Now keep in mind though, so the pull that I just did right now, it's not going to show here because there's definitely a delay. I don't know how much the delay is. Does anyone know how long it is? I want to say it's at least like an hour or more. But like that poll's not going to show up here. So I have to keep in mind whatever my pity is according to this wish history, it's that plus whatever I just did. So here's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Wait, what? Sometimes I miscount. 45, and there's my 5-star. So then that one is the most recent one because this goes from the newest one's on top. So 45 plus the one I just did. So I guess my pity is actually 46, not 44. Well, it's a good thing I checked. Oh yeah. So for Genshin, it only goes back 12 months. So I can't check polls that I did like March 1st of 2025. So that's why I keep track of my spreadsheet too, because then I have a permanent record of all that. It's good to keep track of that because keep in mind, the chances of pulling a 5-star in the first 74 polls is very low. I think it's 0.6%. 0.6%. But then after 70, once you get to 75, you reach what's called soft pity, and the game takes pity on you, and your percentage of pulling the 5-star or a 5-star starts to go up significantly after each pull. So 75, it's higher. 76, it's even higher. 77, it's even higher. 70, and it keeps going up until you get to 90. Once you get to 90, if you have not pulled a 5-star, you are guaranteed a 5-star at 90 pulls. Now, still, it could be a 50-50, in which case you might still lose, but you're guaranteed a 5-star at 90 if you have not gotten one yet. Show you my spreadsheet and how you do it. Yeah, I can, yeah. I mean, I can show you guys that right now if you want. Let me get through Selene Chronicles, and I can show you my spreadsheet here on my iPad. So I can make one too. I'm actually trying to, because I use a numbers spreadsheet because you can do more with Apple numbers, but I know most people don't have Macs or iPads. So I'm trying to convert it to Google Sheets. The problem is Google Sheets can't do everything that Apple numbers can. So like I'm trying to make a version that like that's why like Sparkle's like give me all like how many polls they have in each of the games. I'm trying to make it so that I can then map everything out like the way I have it, but it's hard to do it on Google Sheets, or at least I don't know how to do it. I'm trying to find out if I can. Should I get cozy in Genshin? I mean, if they were teaching a show based on it, they probably should. Although what I'm trying to do, because I know it's a big ask to have them play the game, especially since we're doing a show based on Natlan, which is far into the game. What I'm trying to do is take a video of the entire Natlan Archon quest, which is a 16-hour video, and I'm trying to find a way where I can like edit it down to where it's like, okay, it's basically just like a movie. Although right now I'm finding out how hard it is to edit down a 16-hour video into 2 hours. So maybe I don't make a movie out of it. Maybe I make a trilogy. 6 hours, maybe I can maybe get it down to that. We'll see. But like an hour in, where am I? I can't remember off the top of my head. I think at the 40-minute mark is when Kachina wins the match, the tournament. So already it's like this is so long. Though I've come across one trouble note in the real vocal book, specifically as it pertains to the standard. You'd be so nice to come home to. What do you mean a trouble note? Like out of your range or something, or 16 hours need to lock in? Yeah. Well, again, the Archon quests generally have gotten longer with each new region, so that's again Act. Leeway, Inazuma, Sumeru, Fontaine. That's Act 5. You got a lot of time for that. So like Inazuma's not going to be nearly that long. Version in the real vocal book, there's a flat diminished 7th chord, but written melody note over that is a G natural. Oh yeah. No, that happens. It's usually just a passing tone that they can't avoid. I don't want to get spoiled. Then play through quickly. You got spring break coming up, don't you? When's your spring break? I don't know. When's mine? Mine's the last week of March and then into April, I think. Whenever that is. But anyway, okay. Let's get the Selena Chronicles out of the way. And I can show you guys my spreadsheet. Also, I have to do the harder mode of Imaginarium Theater. Stygian we'll do tomorrow as well. Yeah, tomorrow will just be a Genshin day, guys. Okay. Selena Chronicles. Let's go pay a visit to Colomina. Starts the 20th and ends the 30th. Okay. I'll have to check when mine is. Because if you really, really lock in, like I did, I went through like the second half of Inazuma, all of Sumeru, and all of Fontaine in a week. But that was like 7 16-hour streams in a row, so probably don't expect that. But you could potentially.
A half step too high, perhaps. Let's try that again, shall we?
Hey there, Columbina! Wait, are you teaching the Kuhenki how to play the lyre?
Let's go.
Yes. They were so happy to have it fixed. They practically haven't left my side.
Aw.
Playing the lyre has never been my forte, though. I'm more accustomed to hearing others play.
Oh, right! If you had a band, you'd totally be in charge of vocals, huh? When it comes to instruments, though, the Traveler's pretty much a prodigy. From the lyre to the jim-jim drum, this one can do it all.
Nothing special, honestly, though I have been known to dabble.
Oh, is that so? In that case, perhaps you could teach them instead.
Alright then, why not? But what should I play?
I was having them practice the song I usually sing. Perhaps you remember how it goes. Or a different tune works as well. Rarely do the Kuhenki get to hear music from other places. I would be quite interested to hear something like that too.
What should I play? Let's try the one Columbina always sings. Let's try something from another nation. Chat, what should I pick? I can only do this once. What should I pick? Like, I kind of want to do the one Columbina sings just because, like, to keep it all in the theme. But at the same time, I'm curious as to what the reaction would be from another nation. The one that Columbina does. We catch up with chat too. Probably passing tone as written in the real vocal book, but a G natural over that chord is a whole note. Ooh, okay. So your whole spring break just doing Genshin, yeah. Needs to find, however, that the standard Bye Bye Blackbird is incredibly diatonic. A lot of songs, surprisingly, are. Only one accident on the whole melody. Gem Gem, Mini Djembe. Yeah, so that's what they're referring to. Columbina, I have a Mini Djembe. Nice. I have one somewhere. Sparkles is another nation. Anyone else? What do you guys think? I don't know what to pick. What's better? Rarely do the Kuhenki get to hear music from other places. I could be quite interested to hear something like that too. Maybe I should do Other Nation. You can show me the spreadsheet tomorrow. I have to go shower and study for my math test. Yeah, well, you can do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a Genshin stream anyway. We're gonna do Another Nation just because they both, because both Colombian and the Kuhenki seem like they're interested in that. Oh, I don't get to pick. Okay, the game picked for me. What are we playing? We're just playing a scale? Wait, no, that's not a scale. Oh. Wait. Oh, there we go. What? Oh, I see. Leeway?
How curious. I have heard melodies like this before, but your playing lends a whole new dimension.
Ah, maybe because the traveler was channeling his emotional connection to that place.
What's curious is that I feel as if I can picture the landscape just by listening to the melody. I wonder how the real thing compares to my imagination.
You should just go see it someday. We can be your tour guides.
Perhaps, if that day ever comes.
New Moon's Embrace obtained.
The Kuhenki seem quite content for the day. Even so, I may have to trouble you to drop by again when they wish to learn more.
Like and well, welcome in. I didn't, wait, no, yeah. Well, because the game locked us out of it for a long time. How's it going? I'm still sick, so it might sound weird. So how many we have now? We're at, the fourth one of the second rim there. Okay. You good? Good to hear. Yeah, we did a lot today. We were doing some pulls in ZZZ. We got Aria on a win. 78 pulls though, so we did hit soft pity. Gotta go. Alright, have a good one, Charlotte. Thanks for hanging out today. After that, we did some pulls in Pokemon TCG Pocket. Didn't get anything significant. Then we had the Fae banner. We had the new Fae Spring Heroes trailer. And now we have rearmed seasonal heroes, which is kind of annoying. But yeah. And then now we're doing, we just did Genshin for Selena Chronicles. We didn't, tomorrow's going to be the real Genshin stream. I just didn't want to fall too behind on Selena Chronicles. Like, as if I wasn't already. So tomorrow we're going to be working on the, we're going to finish the Mondstadt events, because we started on Sunday and then found out it wasn't even all unlocked yet. And then, I hate the new Onslaught because of the third boss. Yeah, we got to do that tomorrow. And if we have time, we're going to try and do, because I did Imaginary Theater on normal mode, so I got through 6 levels, but we'll try it on the harder one so that we can try and get further. We'll see. Is there anything else I need to do today? Swing by the Serenity Pot. And then let's use up that, the condensed resin and try and get some, materials for a
This realm
Escoffier.
is truly beginning to thrive.
Pog, what's up? We have a Pogma emote. Get it? It's Ogma, but Pogma. Oh. These two went up in level. Friendship level. Save the resin for... Ooh, smart.
If you ever have any questions...
Bum, 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 bum. You know what I can do? Well, for a little bit. Let's check in on... Let's see. This is supposedly 100%. But I think it was one thing. Oh yeah. The because we don't have enough to get this thing yet. So, wait, we already have it. No, it's the camera. Oh. Okay. Chaska.
Let's fly! Take me up!
When are you getting to ZA DLC? Soonish. I don't know exactly when yet. Alright, where's this one? Oh. Found it. What's the percentage I got here? 95%? Is Meloetta in the ZA DLC? I think I vaguely remember hearing someone say something like that. I don't know for sure. Because if there is, then we gotta get it sooner than later, so... No? What? I'm so confused right now. Oh, we probably have to... Okay, hold on. Right? Right here, right here. Nope, you. Oh my god. She's in the DLC? Okay. So then, yeah, we have to do that. What? Just gonna push him closer. There we go. What do we do with this? I'm so confused, chat. What? What do I do? Oh, never mind, found it. What? Where are you going? Oh my god, man. There we go. That should do it.
More makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much more, huh?
Bum, ba-da.
Let's fly.
What happened there? Favorite new ZA character is the focus character of the DLC. Oh, nice. Scarlet Violet had some pretty good OCs in the DLC. Like that brother sister combo. What were their names? Does anyone remember from Scarlet Violet? The sister was cool. The brother is an acquired taste. Kieran? Yeah, Kieran, and what was the sister's name? What is this? No, it's just... Okay. Wolves. I'm not here to hurt you. What's all this? What do I do with this? What was that for? Okay, well. Carmine, yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was cool. do anything with these guys. Okay. Yeah, we'll go over calendar after a little bit more of this here, and we'll see what we can figure out. Plan. Okay, these are all underground. Where's there an underground here? That might be a hole. Maybe that. I don't know. Okay, that's over there. These are all... well, this not. No, this one says it's right here. Oh.
I'm a little out of practice these days.
Let's fly.
There's a hole. Oh, never mind, we're back out of the hole. Well, then how do we get over here? Never mind. Found some of it. Variations on what? What is that for? Oh yeah, no, that's
Take me up.
okay. I don't know where any of this stuff is yet. We'll have to find it. There's clearly something underground. What is this place? Oh. Then the Bunker World quest? I guess we just found it. Well, maybe we'll save that then. To the Apocalypse Bunker. Alright, let's do that tomorrow because apparently that's the entire quest. So I guess all these underground ones are. Guess we have a goal for tomorrow too. 97%. So we'll do the Mossad, Stygian, and Bunker. Is this really the only thing left here? That can't be the only thing left. I only have 2. pretty sizable one. Okay, let's plan on that tomorrow then. I think all the compasses are level up. Nicole's here. What's on your mind?
The past. As everyone knows. Well, actually, hardly anyone knows. Anyway, when the angels were destroyed, they had to sacrifice either their preferred form or their power. I chose to keep both. But from another point of view, you could say I lost both. I remain human enough in appearance, but I will always be fundamentally different. For instance, what human could exist for thousands of years without going at least a little mad? Not to mention dying. Meanwhile, I've lived so long that I can't help but miss the way things used to be once in a while.
You mean you miss being an angel?
Not exactly. I led a pretty boring life back then, especially compared to now. But I did have a lot of friends around. It was a lively time. If I had to pinpoint what I'm nostalgic for, it's not any one friend in particular, nor is it the time I spent as an angel. Rather, I simply miss the race of angels as a whole.
Lation Premium is pretty good. What's the team? Raven's Legacy, and to turn each sin against the sinner. Humans could go thousands of years without going mad or dying. You're looking at them. I don't know. Do I count as human? Nicole's at this one too, but she's at Traveler Tales. Return to sender. Yeah, there she is. We'll do all the Traveler Tales at some point. Looks like you dumbfounded. Not me. Traveler.
Let's fly.
Five. I think it's more and more that likely that Traveler is actually a human. But then how come they've lived so long? Oh yeah, I still don't know how to get this one, guys. It's the one where like you follow the Fatui soldiers and then they go around and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, we're never grabbing that. We are never grabbing that. Because usually there's one extra Oculus in each region, so that will leave the one there at the statue.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
What? Oh yeah, I don't know how to get in there. Yeah, chat, I still don't know how to get in here. I'm sure it's a quest of some kind. me in. Like, there's no other entrance that I see. Should they be able to completely terraform a planet? I'm sure they have some way to extend their life. Quest related, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how to trigger the quest. Oh yeah, these ones I couldn't find either. Should be here in this little...
Take me up. Let's fly. Let's fly.
Don't know what to do. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna wrap things up for here. Let's take a look at calendar. Did I write down how many polls I have? So just start all dailies. 219. All right.
I'd have
So
lost
tomorrow
myself
we're
long
doing
ago
Genshin.
if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough.
Genshin events, bunker, Stygian. Friday we're doing Fae. Spring.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
We gotta do a collection catalog and stream, like a long one, just kind of clean up around here. Maybe I do that on Saturday, or maybe I just do that on my own time. Stream later and shorter, and then we can do Pokemon sometime this weekend. Let's finish Pokemon post game stuff. And like all those random quests that we have, get that out of the way Saturday maybe. Yeah, so we can prep ourselves for DLC. When's this coffee? March 17th, so we got plenty of time.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Okay. So we might be able to get to Pokemon DLC by next week. Alright. But yeah. Thanks for hanging out, chats. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Fae. Oh, sorry, Genshin tomorrow. Fae Friday. Genshin tomorrow. We'll do the rest of the monster event, the Bunker World Quest, and then Stygian. Go from there. Alright guys, you guys have a good rest of your night. Let's see where we can send you. Who is on?
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
What was saying you guys' name is? Alright, let's go there. If you're subbed. Totally mistyped everything there. Copy the high papayas.
I'd have lost
If you're not
myself
subbed,
long
have
ago.
channel points redeem. You're for
If
the
I
Hill
allowed
Monkey Boat,
myself
then
to
you
be
can use
led
the
by the
old sub
whispers of the
command.
abyss.
If you're not subbed and don't have channel points, you can use the
Surviving
regular
is
read
tough.
command.
Taming the beast within is tougher.
As usual, follow on social media and join the Discord. You guys have a good rest of your night. I'm gonna get some rest. And hopefully I'll have a voice soon-ish. Catch you tomorrow, guys. Have a good night. Bye.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking. When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.